cried. Shaving is not an easy task, for his hand continued to shake very much. And shaving requires attention, even when you don't dance while you are at it. But if he had cut off the end of his nose, he would have put a piece of sticking plaster over it and been quite satisfied. He dressed himself all in his best and at last got out into the streets. The people were by this time pouring forth as he had seen them with the ghost of Christmas present. And walking with his hands behind him, Scrooge regarded everyone with a delighted smile. He looked so irresistibly pleasant, in a word, that 3 or 4 of the human fellows said, "Good morning, sir. A Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Scrooge." And Scrooge said often afterwards that of all the blithe sounds he had ever heard, those were the blithest in his ears. He went to the church and walked about the streets and watched the people hurrying to and fro, and patted children on the head and questioned beggars and looked down into kitchens of houses and up to the windows and found that everything produced him pleasure. He had never dreamed that any walk, that anything could give him so much happiness. In the afternoon, he turned his steps towards his nephew's house. He passed the door a dozen times before he had the courage to go up and knock. But he made a dash and did it. "Is your master home, my dear?" said Scrooge to the girl. "Nice girl, very." "Yes, sir." "Where is he, my lord?" said Scrooge. "He's in the dining room, sir, along with mistress. I'll show you upstairs, if you please." "Thank ye. He knows me," said Scrooge. And with this, his hand was already on the dining room lock. "I'll go in here, my dear." He turned in gently and sidled his face in round the door. They were looking at the table, which was spread out in great array. For these young housekeepers are always nervous on such points, and like to see that everything is just right. "Fred," said Scrooge, "dear heart alive." "Why, bless my soul," cried Fred. "Who's that?" "It's I, your Uncle Scrooge." They all paused. "I have come to dinner. Will you let me in, Fred?" "Let him in. It is a mercy he didn't shake his arm off. He was at home in 5 minutes. Nothing could be heartier. His niece looked just the same. So did Topper when he came. So did the plump sister when she came. So did everyone when they came. Wonderful party. Wonderful games. Wonderful unanimity. Wonderful happiness."